Hello, I'm Thomas. No, I make no promises. This is a study on the genesis and evolution of prayer from primal needs to modern intercession as found on GeminiGoogle.com. Abstract. This paper explores the origins and development of prayer as a fundamental human practice, examining its earliest forms, the motivations behind the first prayer warriors, and the relationship between prayer and sacrifice. It addresses the question of whether prayer has become more or less powerful over time, using historical examples from various religious traditions. The analysis reveals that prayer originated from a basic human need to connect with the divine for survival, and evolved in a complex personal and communal act of devotion. While the form and focus of prayer have changed, its efficacy is not determined by temporal progress, but by the faith and intent of the practitioner. The role of blood sacrifice is also examined, showing it to be a key component of many ancient religious systems, though it is not a universal requirement for all forms of prayer to be answered. The origins of prayer. The act of prayer in its most basic form likely predates formal religion and is as old as human consciousness itself. Early humans, confronted with the unpredictable and often fearsome forces of nature, storms, droughts, and wild animals, felt a need to communicate with the unseen powers they believed controlled their world. These initial expressions were not always addressed to be defined deity, but also a form of magical thinking, or a plea for luck and favor from the spirits of the natural world. Scholars suggest that this is the earliest prayers were closely linked to survival, with rituals and incantations performed to ensure a successful hunt or a bountiful harvest. My belief is you're still using magic when you pray today to whatever God you pray to. People say that if you pray to God, it's not witchcraft or magical or anything, that it's divine, but you're still trying to have your will done by using some kind of supernatural force. In the context of Abrahamic religions, the origin of prayer is often traced back to the very beginning of humanity. Genesis 2 describes God's direct communication with Adam in the Garden of Eden. The first instance of humans calling upon the name of the Lord is recorded in Genesis 4:26. After the birth of Adam's grandson, Enosh, this marked a shift from a direct, uninhibited fellowship with the Creator to a more formalized and intentional act of seeking God. This initial act of prayer was born out of a sense of waiting and longing for a promised deliverer, a response to the brokenness and chaos that had entered the world. I'll be back with section 2.